Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Today we are discussing transportation in plants. In earlier video discussed transportation in human being. Here transportation in plants. What is the need of transportation in any organism? Because material is taken up by the organism from a particular place. So there is a need to transport this material to the different body parts. Here if we discuss about the plant, how plant get food by the process of photosynthesis. In this process plants take in CO2 from the stomata by the leaves, okay, and water from the roots. But there is a need to transport this water from root to the leaves. Other materials like respiratory gases and minerals also. So plant get minerals from the soil which is already dissolved in the water. Plant take water and mineral from the roots, but how this material transport? Very slow type of transporting system found in the plants because energy need of plant is very low. Plant don't move from one place to another place, and many of the cells of plants are dead cells. So there is no need of much amount of energy. Very low amount of energy is needed by plant. So very slow transporting system found in the plant compared to human being which we discussed. So plant take up water from the soil and minerals also from the soil. Cells of the root which comes in contact of the soil particle easily and actively take in ions, so that a difference in concentration of iron is developed in between the soil particle and cells of the root. Due to the taking in of ions from the soil particle, a difference in concentration gradient develop here. So that easily water take in from soil to the water. Due to the concentration difference, water easily move in from soil to the cells of the root. From root it goes to the xylem of the root. From root here it goes to the xylem of the root, and there is a continuous column in the plant of root xylem to the stem xylem to the leaf xylem. So easily water moves from the root to the stem and to the leaves by the continuous column known as the xylem. In earlier class you studied that there are four components of xylem: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Out of these four components, tracheids and vessels mainly responsible for the transportation of water in plant. How this transport? Lower plant follow the diffusion method. Diffusion method in which the water move from higher concentration to lower concentration easily, but this is very slow process and it will take many years to reach water in the highest or tallest plant. Okay, so this diffusion method is followed by the very lower type of organism which are unicellular or multicellular. Plant follow the root pressure method also during the night, and this water is easily taken up by the root cells to the stem and the leaves due to the continuous column of xylem. Okay, then some plants, most of the plants use transpiration pool force. What is this force? As all you know, transpiration, that is the removal of water by the stomata. Evaporation of the water in the form of water vapor by the stomata known as transpiration. This transpiration takes place in plant every time. Due to transpiration, water loss and water deficiency occurs in the cells of leaves. These cells of leaves take water from the xylem of the leaf. So there is a deficiency of water developed in the xylem of the leaves, and xylem of the leaf is continuously connected with the xylem of the stem to the xylem of the root. So this xylem of the leaf transfer this water deficiency to the xylem of shoot to the xylem of root, so that easily water take in due to the transpiration pool develop in the leaves. Okay, so transpiration pool is sufficient to transport water in tallest plant, even 200-meter height. Okay, so and other material like food material which is formed in the leaves by the process of photosynthesis, this material also have to be transported in the plant. So food material sometime from the leaves and sometime from the roots and stems, so food material also have to be transported. So this food material transported by the phloem. Transportation in xylem is always redirectional from lower to the upper direction, from soil to the upper part, but from root to the upper part, but flow of direction in the phloem is bidirectional. Sometimes it occurs from the leaves to the, that means upper part to the downward part, and sometimes from root maybe the storage food present, so from root to the different upper part. So bidirectional flow occurs in the phloem and unidirectional flow occurs in the xylem. This is all about the transportation in plant. In phloem, mainly two components responsible for transportation: sieve tubes and companion cell. We discussed four components of phloem: sieve tube, companion cells, and phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. So, out of these four, these two, sieve tube and companion cell, mainly involved in transportation of food material. This is all about the transportation in plants. Thank you.